President Aquino thanks the international community for the aid and assistance they extended to victims of recent calamities in the country. In a statement at the New Year on the New Year Vin D'Honneur at Malacanang, the President stressed that the Filipino people will remember who their friends are. For his part, Papal Nuncio Archbishop Giuseppe Pinto, the Dean of the Diplomatic Corps, said the whole world wishes to console and to help Filipinos recover from the tragedies. More from Elena Luna.
President Aquino paid tribute to the resilience of the Filipino people in the New Year Vin D'Honneur in Malacanang. The President said the administration's mission to empower every Filipino to become a proactive agent of change in nation building was witnessed in 2013. It was seen during Typhoon Pablo and Habagat, the Zamboanga crisis, and the earthquake in Bohol.
This transformation was manifest in the very attitude of the survivors, our affected brothers and sisters who actively clamored and worked with us to lives, livelihoods, and communities, and in the overseas Filipino workers and Filipino communities abroad who did not think twice about giving what they could for their countrymen in need. Indeed, we also saw this transformation in the many government workers, scientists, social workers, and common Filipinos who worked hand in hand as we faced both natural calamities and man-made challenges.
President Aquino said Typhoon Yolanda tested the determination of Filipinos. He added, despite the magnitude and devastation of this single event, the Filipino people came through.
Some of you have marveled at the resilience of our nation, a people whose faith, though challenged, remained constant and only deepened. Our unbreakable spirit and ability to recover find root in our firm belief in a benevolent God who has the perfect plan for all of us. These tragedies tell us that despite all our efforts, we are indeed powerless without God.
About 400 guests from the executive, legislative, and judiciary branches of the government attended the annual reception. Also in attendance are members of the Diplomatic Corps, whom President Aquino recognized for their roles in assisting the Philippines after Typhoon Yolanda. He said their help opened a new chapter in the Philippines' relations with their respective countries.
To everyone gathered here, it is with a sincere sense of gratitude. The Filipino people remember who their friends are. Filipinos never forget an instance of kindness and will constantly look for ways to repay those who stood by them in the most difficult times. In our language, we call this utang na loob.
The Diplomatic Corps vowed to help the Philippines in rebuilding something even better than what was destroyed.
At the times, the strong are called to be even stronger. When faced with this tragedy, the Filipino people reacted with the strength of their character and their faith. Victims and rescuers became members of the same family. The whole world wished to help, to console, to rebuild, and just as in previous calamities, you, Mr. President, paved the way for local and international solidarity. Inspiring episodes of heroism and fraternal love in Samar, Leyte, and the neighboring islands are being written in the pages of history. The signing of the annex and power sharing of the framework agreement of Bangsamoro between the government of the Philippines and the More Islamic Liberation Front also gives new hope. This is the work of peace. Peace is the essential infrastructure that permits us to build even in the midst of ruins, or better still, from the ruins illuminates the path towards the realization of the legitimate aspirations of a nation.
For the People's Television, Elena Luna.